I'm Amber Willems. I'm 23 years old and I'm originally from Belgium. Before starting the Masters in Management at ESMT, I did my undergrad at the University of Greenwich in London, and there I studied international business and economics. Also had the opportunity then to do an Erasmus. So I also went 1 year to the Aarhus University, which is in Denmark, and there I studied more sustainability combined with business because that was more of my interest. In between, I've always done internships, both in the public and private sector. Some of the examples, so I did an internship at Amazon as project management for the engineering department, and then I also worked in a startup, which was more to get some more sales skills. And of course, as well, I had a little, also worked a bit in the European Commission to really get an overview of all the different opportunities out there. Even though I already had some working experience, I still wanted to do a master's in management just because I wasn't done learning, and I also just wasn't sure yet with the previous experiences. I didn't see myself fit yet in any of the experiences before. And I wanted to have more of a look what else is out there, to learn more. And I also felt like I felt a bit too young to already start working full time. And then I was sure that I wanted to do a master, but then the question was where. So I did a little Excel sheet with all the masters out there, looking at the curriculum, looking at the price, looking at the location. I remember spending so much time on it. And then really comparing like what is the best fit for me, and then looking at the curriculums and the combination of location. I applied to a couple of university, but the one that my first choice was ESMT, so I'm very happy that I was able to join. It's really because of their curriculum and also the length of the program, because it's 2 years. Intensive, so there's no really breaks in between, but I really wanted to get this curriculum with where you have hands-on experience. So we have internships, you also have a social impact project, you have the possibility to do an exchange, really customize your whole program, and I felt like that was the most suitable for me at the time. How small the school is, so really you have it's very interactive. You know the professors, you know all the students, so it's very good for networking. And then I would also say the support that you receive during the program, like there's a really good career services, and also the MIM office is always there to help. So, and actually I will add a final one, and that's really the alumni. I remember before starting at ESMT, we have a portal with all the alumni on there and what they're currently doing as a job. And I remember before starting even at ESMT that I was already talking with them, and because I was preparing for other interviews, and everybody's eager to help. I will always answer any question if I receive it via LinkedIn or via the portal, and they as well, like everybody always answers, everybody's eager to help. So it really builds in that last point of support. I never saw myself living in Berlin before, but it was really for the school. And then the moment that I moved to Berlin, I fell in love with the city. Unfortunately, I signed somewhere else to go working, so I will be moving to Dublin after, but else I would have loved so much to stay in Berlin. It's amazing. It's a great student experience as well. Especially because we have such a small cohort. Everybody knows each other in this school. If you have the first years, I think they're about 100, and then also our years about 100, and everybody knows each other, so you always hang out, especially when the weather is better. And so really, really fun. And yeah, I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like I mentioned, the curriculum is very intense in a way of it works in modules. So from when the one course is done, you have exams, then it's the next course, and then you have exchanges, you have the impact project. So there's so many components that you really feel like you need to really prioritize and to manage your time effectively, because else it's really difficult. I found in the beginning, especially I remember talking to other students, it's quite hard to manage your time. And in that way, you need to really see what is your priority. Do you want to really focus a little bit more on going to a lot of networking events, or do you prioritize on being the best student of the class? You will need to have a little bit of a trade-off. After the first year, we could choose between the different tracks. I chose the global and digital strategy track because also before that I did 2 internships and I found exactly what I wanted to do, and that was I did strategy, like digital strategy at Google, and I fell in love with everything I learned, and I also wanted to push it through in the second year to learn more while working part-time. I'm part-time working as well in digital strategy for Adobe, so it's really nice to combine the practical with then the new learnings that we see in the class. ESMT has the best career services I've ever seen, and I can vouch for that. They organize so many networking events. I remember the first weeks when I arrived, we had a networking event with the CEO of Porsche. We had every week there was another event. So we had the team of EYCon, then we Simon Kuche, they were the directors that were there to network with them. So honestly, all the big companies were came at different moments to do case studies or have networking events, and we're such a small group. So we are really able to get this exposure and talk with them directly, because at ESMT you're not really a number, you're really everybody knows each other directly. So that, and then as well there's 2 times I believe a student fair where you can meet the companies, and also true because I attended most of these networking events in the first year. And through one of them, I was able to start my internship at EY. It was someone I met on one of the events. So really great for also career prospects. In the role that I'm in right now, it helps because at school we learn how to really build personas, understand where the value is at, how business should track their customer journey, all these more also theoretically, but in ESMT we also get hands-on. For example, for digital marketing class, we had a whole day a digital marketing hackathon where different startups came to the university and we worked together with them. So there I already had some hands-on experience on really looking at the different companies and seeing, okay, which is their personas, what could they do better, looking at different advertising ways. And then I was also working at Adobe, and I could also there see what are they doing. Okay, so they're making personas like this and we're doing it like this. So I was able to combine both and kind of make a hybrid on how I would see it, and propose it obviously at work, and give a proposal, and it kind of gave me insights of both worlds, the theory behind it and comparisons of other companies, and then together with in this industry that has already been doing it for so long. So it was interesting to kind of see and really get this real life experience. The advice that I would give is I would definitely recommend ESMT, but I'm a bit biased. So I'm just very happy with my experience, but everybody should just look for themselves, what their needs are, what they're really looking for in a program. And if it fits with everything I've been explaining before, then I would really say go for ESMT, talk with some of the students, and go for it and make it